Pokemon Horizons episode 21 airing this week is titled The Lonely Hattena, and the episode is all about the rising Volt Tacklers finding a wild Hattena who is suffering emotionally, and so Liko begins to care for the Hattena, trying to make it feel better. It's quite widely accepted by fans that Liko is probably going to catch the Hattena in this episode, since a previous episode teased Liko catching her second Pokemon soon, and dude, I would love that to happen. I've said for a while now that I really want Liko's next Pokemon to be one that will really pull her out of her shell and force her to be super active, and Hattena could be that Pokemon. If the episode description is anything to go by, then it seems that Hattena is introverted and nervous and suffering mentally, and that means that Liko will be forced to really push herself out of her comfort zone to help Hattena grow and be happy. That sounds amazing to me. I really want Liko to be more active, you know? And to be honest, after Pokemon Journeys, I'm always gonna welcome more Galar Pokemon representation, you know? But one really crazy idea that I really want to throw out there is this. Hear me out, okay? What if Liko's Hattena is connected to Ash Ketchum? Let me explain. In Ash's final episodes, we got a random episode about Ash, Misty, Brock, and Silent helping out a Hattena and a Hatterene, but literally everyone at the time said that the episode felt so random and out of place. Like, I know those final episodes were a little bit weird anyway, but the Hattena episode, that felt the most out of place of all of them, you know? It was really random. Ash barely even played a part in the episode. He didn't really do much to help Pokemon in the episode or anything. He was just kind of there, you know? It really did feel like a waste of one of Ash's final episodes to a lot of people. But here is when it gets interesting. When the writers wrote that episode, the Hattena episode in Ash's final bunch of episodes, they absolutely already knew that Liko would be catching her own Hattena in the next series, like less than 30 episodes later, because they write and plan the episodes way far in advance. So why on earth would the writers spend an entire episode on a random Hattena in Ash Ketchum's final ever episodes, just to then spend another entire episode on a random Hattena at the very beginning of Pokemon Horizons? It just really feels like a weird repeat that doesn't really make any sense at all, you know? Having two focus episodes on a random Hattena, the same Pokemon, in such an incredibly short span of time, that is something that the anime never does. The only times that the anime has ever done that is if the Pokemon is an important, recurring Pokemon. So hear me out, okay? What if the plan all along was that the Hattena that Liko is gonna catch is actually the same Hattena that Ash befriended back in his final episodes? Just think about it, right? This could be the way that Horizons is confirmed to be in the same universe as Ash Ketchum. Liko could actually catch the Hattena that was weirdly randomly placed in Ash's final episodes. Not only would that explain the weird repeat of a random Hattena focus episode, 2 episodes focused on a Hattena in a tiny span of time, but it would also explain why that random episode existed in Ash's final episodes in the first place. Like that episode being there and taking up a slot in Ash Ketchum's ending, that really makes no sense at all, dude. Unless what I'm saying is true, maybe that could be the Hattena that Liko catches. Look, I know it might not be very likely, but if that is what the writers are doing, then major hats off to him, dude, because that was fantastic planning. Look, I'm just saying, keep your eyes peeled, dude. The Hattena in Ash's episode loved sitting on his head constantly, so maybe if Liko's Hattena loves sitting on her head too, then maybe it's not just a coincidence, you know? Maybe it's the same Pokemon, and maybe it's confirming that Ash's story takes place in the same universe as Pokemon Horizons. Let's pray for it, bro, because that'd be insane. Let me know your thoughts on this crazy theory below, and be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed. That would really help me out, and it would really mean a lot, dude. Join our Discord server using the link in the description, and on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.